Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing another Spinner Picks My TBR video. I am so freaking excited to do this because I didn't get to do one for January, and then February I did kind of like a special TBR, like extenuating circumstances kind of video. So it's been a solid 2 months since I've done this. Now I'm going to kind of alter the rules on this one for a little bit. Normally I pick 10 books, but I have 2 unread books on NetGalley right now and an audiobook that I have not even started. So I'm gonna pick 8 books this month just because I don't want to overwork myself. I feel like this happens where like I get to the middle of the month and I have so many NetGalley books and then I'm like so stressed to like finish my TBR, and so I think it would be better if I just picked a less amount of books this time, so that way if I do go over, it's okay. I also know I'm going to be buying some books on spring break and things like that, so I don't know if I want to add those books in there just yet, but for now we're just gonna do 8 books. So let's get into it. Also, while I get the wheel set up, I forgot to mention this. I'm trying to avoid romances this month because I literally read so many in February because like of Valentine's Day and stuff, so I pretty much majority read romance last month. I did read a few other genres, but this month I'm trying to get rid of the romance. I'll still put a few on there, like if the prompts allow. Okay, but first spin. Here we go. Please be something good. There are some that I'm allowed respins for. Okay. Book with the in the title. Okay, I definitely have a lot of those. We have The Reading List, Assistant to the Villain, The Coworker, The Silent Patient, The Paris Daughter. I'm really in a thriller mood, specifically a Frida McFadden mood, so I'm gonna go with The Coworker because I feel like I did not read like any thrillers in February. I read a few, but the ones that I did read, I just wasn't a huge fan of, and I know that Frida's books are usually easily a 4 or 5 stars for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this as my first pick. Okay, spin number 2. We have book with plants or flowers on the cover. Okay, so Mad About You has a succulent on it, and so In the Weeds also has flowers on the front, but those are romances, so I'm trying to avoid those. So if I can find a different one. Okay, The Paris Daughter has like a bunch of trees on it, but I'm also leaning towards Dance of Thieves because it kind of has these like vines. I really want to read this. Like the urge to read this is really high right now, so I'm gonna put Dance of Thieves on my list. Okay, spin 3. What's it gonna be? A mood read. Yes, we love mood reads. Okay, like I said, I've been in such a thriller mood. So the only thriller, I have some mysteries on my shelf, but I want like a thriller, like not a mystery. So the only one I have left is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I feel like such a bad booktuber for not having read this because this had a chokehold on Book Talk when Book Talk like was just getting started, and I love thrillers and I'm so surprised that I haven't read this. So I'm gonna add this to my stack as well. Okay, spin 4. We are almost halfway through. What's it gonna be? I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am. Okay, it looks like yes. Okay, 3-word title. I don't have a lot of 3-word titles left because I got rid of The Silent Patient and Dance of Thieves. I do have The Reading List or In the Weeds or The Paris Daughter. I'm leaning towards In the Weeds because like I said, I do want a few romances on here because I don't want to go a whole month with no romance. So I'm leaning towards this because The Paris Daughter looks just very daunting to me right now, and The Reading List is fiction, and I don't know if I'm really in the mood for fiction right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose In the Weeds for this one. Okay, next spin. Let's see. Oh, I got Book with Plants or Flowers on the cover again. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go with The Paris Daughter because it's got trees on it and those count as plants. I know I said it looked daunting, but I think if I have kind of a palette cleanser book in between, like I shouldn't read this after I read Dance of Thieves or something. Like I should read this after I read In the Weeds or something, just so my brain is like turned on and I can think. But this is historical fiction, so let's add that to the stack. All right, we have spin number 6. The stack is getting quite large. All right. A book with a trope that I love. Ooh, this is gonna be hard because I said I was avoiding romance, and most of the romance books on my shelf, I like know the trope. So let me do some research and then get back to you. Okay, I've decided to pull Majesty for this one because I'm trying to do my reread of the American Royals trilogy series right now. And this has so many tropes that I love. There's fake dating in this book specifically. There's also childhood friends to lovers, which is another trope that I love. There's the arranged marriage trope, but I feel like it works in this one almost. I don't normally like that trope, but I like it in this book specifically. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and choose this. It'll be a reread for me, so it fulfills kind of the reread requirement, but then it also helps me get through a series. Okay, spin number 7. It's a spinning. Let's see. A mood read again. Okay, so I've pretty much taken all of the thrillers off my shelf, so I don't really know what else I'm in the mood for. I've got kind of a little bit of everything on my stack right now. I could go for... Ooh, you know what I actually have been in the mood to read lately, which is kind of random, is a play script. And I have 3 play scripts on my shelf. I've just been seeing so many like TikToks recommending me different play scripts, and it's kind of been putting me in the mood. So I'm gonna snag The Admirable Crichton by J.M. Barrie and put this on my stack. It's a comedy and it's a play script. I don't know why I've been in the mood for one of these, but I think it'd be a fun little addition to my stack. Okay, this is the last spin, book number 8. Let's see what she is. Oof, okay, 400 pages or more. That is not a good one to end on because I feel like I've gotten rid of a lot of my longer books. How long is Rivals? Rivals is 394, so freaking close. I could go with Gemina. Gemina is the second in the Illuminae Files trilogy, and it's like it's 659 pages, but it's easy to read and fly through. It's also sci-fi, which is a genre I don't have on the stack yet. So I'm gonna go with this. This is a highly anticipated read. I have been wanting to read this since I read the first book like 3 years ago. So we'll add this to the stack. Okay, here's the stack. We've got 2 mysteries, a fantasy, well, 1 fantasy, 1 romantasy, 1 romance, a historical fiction, and a sci-fi. Oh, geez, this is gonna fall. Okay. I feel pretty good about this stack. I think it's gonna be a good month of reading, and we'll see how I like these books in my recap. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see more book videos from me, and check out my social medias in the description box below. I've been very active on TikTok recently, so check those out for some fun content, and I will see you guys in my next video. I upload every single Sunday at 6 p.m. so I will see you then. Bye!